Okay, now I'm recording. Okay, it says, listen to your teacher and follow instructions. Remember to be respectful, please. What are we going to do? Using the chat, I am going to open the chat to all of you. Okay, I am going to start to write the example and you are going to follow the structure. What are we going to write? You are going to write your greatest hope when you enter to secondary and your greatest fear, your greatest hope, your biggest dream. What do you want? Okay? When you enter to secondary and your greatest fear. ¿Cuál es tu más grande miedo? Okay? So, for example, Miss Kathy, greatest, I mean, I'm not going to enter to secondary, obviously, but I have to return to work, you know? Greatest hope to have a normal school year. And the greatest fear, continue working in distance. Okay? You have my greatest hope and my greatest fear. You are going to write your greatest hope and your greatest fear when you enter to secondary. Por ejemplo, yo me acuerdo que yo tenía miedo de tener mucha tarea en la secundaria, porque eran muchas materias. Y mi mayor miedo era no tener amigas. So you are going to write, excellent, Alfonso, be the number one of the class, and lots of homework. Okay, excellent. So I will give you 1 minute to write your participation using the chat. Okay, go ahead. Okay, Aaron. Pass with 10 to secondary, okay. Be with my friends, Mateo. Continue, continue, I'm reading you. Enter to the secondary spot, okay. Continue, Aaron. Fail secondary or don't approve secondary, okay.
Sorry, if I don't have biggest fear.
Yes, you must have it.
No?
Well, not your greatest fear, but something you are afraid to. Imagine that you behave bad and a teacher takes you to the principal. Oh, and they have to call your mother. Mateo's mother, come for Mateo because he's behaving bad. Have a strict teacher, okay? Go to England, excellent. A lot of homework and subjects. A lot of homework. Do more friends. Okay, I'm reading you, I'm reading you. Diana, we are writing our biggest fear and our biggest hope when you enter to secondary. Okay, you have to use the chat. Don't have a lot of homework. Well, that is, ay, Cesar, you will have homework. Have more friends, excellent. You can meet new people. Have a lot of friends and get good grades, and not having friends and be frustrated. Okay, I don't think that is going to happen, Sapi. A lot of homework, okay. You obviously, you have to be very, very well organized in secondary because you have different subjects in different days. So you have to organize yourself in order to deliver everything on time. Be my brother, I don't understand that. A year without complication and we get good grades and had a report of my teacher or the principal. You behave good, Itati. That is not going to happen to you. Or I don't know, because some of you change when you enter to secondary. Algunos se vuelven rebeldes.
My sister
It's a
changed.
bad boy.
Sí.
Stay close to my house. Nati, it continues behaving good.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, you can continue participating in the chat and I am going to start to explain you the activities in your learning log. You will need just your learning log, okay? This is a topic very easy because we checked it in the classroom. Let me know when you can see the presentation, please. We already did that.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so the end in mind for today's session, it is to remember the meaning of common prepositions and use them. As I told you, we already worked this topic in the classroom. In fact, you have a chart in your language notebook. If you remember, we divide the chart, prepositions of time, prepositions of place, okay? So you can revise it in your notebook also. Open your learning log on page 75, please. Everybody on page 75. Don't have friends, the class is in my house. Oh, yes. Don't play in the recess. Okay, the teacher is coming and a lot of homework. Sophie, you behave very good. That is not going to happen. Have a lot of friends. Okay, I continue reading your participation, eh? Okay, so on page 75, you have the language key. I will ask your participation.
Me.
Okay, Mateo starts and then Marichuy, please. Mateo, go ahead.
Preposition help explain the relationship between words and ideas in a sentence. They describe the position of something.
Okay, thank you. Stop. Thank you. So here we have prepositions. And they are going to describe us the position of something. And we have two examples. Her bag is under the chair in the kitchen. You are using two prepositions there, under and in. And then we have another example. My house is between a store and a gas station, between, en medio, okay? They are telling us the position of something. And then we have the prepositions of time. Marichuy, continue, please.
The time when something happens. Examples. The class starts at 9 a.m. She went to the dentist on Wednesday.
Excellent. Thank you, Marichuy. Remember that when we are talking about days of the week and months of the year, we are going to use on, okay? The class starts at 9 a.m. I am using a preposition of time. I am describing when it's going to happen. She went to the dentist on Wednesday. On is my preposition of time. Can you give me another example using a preposition of time, Itati? Another example, prepositions of time. Somebody, you can raise your hand.
Can you
I
repeat?
teacher.
A sentence using a preposition of time. Go ahead, Sebastian.
I got to the cinema the last weekend.
And what is the remember, prepositions of time, at, in, on. I am at my house right now. Estoy en mi casa ahora. At, in, on. Aaron, do you have a sentence?
Yes. The earthquake started at the mm,
10:30.
10:30 and eat mm, and the day was the
On Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Okay, excellent, Aaron. You gave a great example. Listen, the earthquake started at 10:30 a.m. and it happened on Tuesday. I am using two prepositions of time, okay? I am going to ask you another example, but in the last part. We have another use of preposition. The way in which something is done. Who says me?
Me, Mateo.
Okay, wait a moment, Mateo. Examples. We traveled to Canada by plane. You should do miming without speaking. Okay? Estoy describiendo cómo hago algo. Another example, Mateo, please.
I am in the house of my grandma.
Okay, but I need an example using one of these. For example, I go to the school by a taxi. Okay, that is another example. Can you give me another one?
Hi, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
I read a book written by Stephen King.
Excellent. Okay, you are describing a person, not the way you do something, but it's okay. Now, we are going to answer the activity number 3 here online. Page 75, activity number 3. Okay, Sitzin, can you help me to read the instructions, please? Sitzin? Are you there?
Can I write
Underline the word that best completes each sentence.
Okay, thank you, Sitzin. We are going to choose between one or another preposition, okay? I am going to ask you, you are going to read the complete sentence orally and you give me your possible answer. Sebastián, baja tu manita, por favor. I am going to ask to some of you who almost never participate. Emiliano, can you help me with the number 1, please?
Yes, teacher. The base is on the counter.
Okay, what do you think is a possible answer? On or in?
On.
On. Excellent, Emiliano. On. Italia, can you help me with the number 2, please?
The museum is somewhere here, around.
Excellent, around here. I am describing the position of something. Leonel, can you help me with the number 3, please? Yes, you, Leonel. Yes, you.
Please put the stuff back in the box.
Excellent. In the box, preposition of place. Let me choose another. Zafiro, help me with the number 5. Diana with the number, sorry, Zafiro the number 4, Diana the number 5, and Diego the number 6. Go ahead, Safi.
He took his equipment him on the expedition.
Okay. Over or with?
With?
Excellent, Zafiro. With him. Thank you. Diana, go ahead.
The hero found the strange over.
within. Within is dentro de. Within himself. Okay, thank you. Dieguito, go ahead. The number 6. Yes, Diego Ignacio, it's you.
Pensé que el otro Diego me dice.
No, you.
Okay. The 6?
Yes.
Okay, the book is about Greek mythology.
Excellent. Thank you, Diego. Ana Paula, the number 7, please.
The 7?
The 7.
Okay. I was expecting him at 9.
Excellent. Preposition of time, at night. Cesar, help me with the number 8, please.
I will be back on Monday.
Excellent, on Monday. Alfonso, number 9, please.
That was before I met you.
Excellent. Preposition of time because I have was. Giovanni, the last one, please.
Let's go at the movies on Friday.
To the movies on Friday. Okay, so here you have the activity number 3. It is very easy. I recommend you to practice the chart we have in your language notebook. Acuérdense que hicimos una en clase, una tablita. La deben de tener. Okay? So, right now, I am going to explain you the rest of the activities in order to work on them when the session finished. Esperen, porque ya me atoré. Okay. Oh, your greatest fear is spend all secondary in quarantine and don't have friends. Yes, you will have friends, a lot of friends. Remember to always treat people the way you like to be treated, okay? Siempre traten a las personas como les gustaría que las traten a ustedes. So you will have a lot of friends. I'm pretty sure about that. Right now, I need you to open your learning log on page 74. Voy a intentar compartir el libro porque me lo está cerrando a cada rato, okay? Tell me if you can see the book. Can you see it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Thank you. In the activity number 1, it says, read the following passage. What is the most interesting fact you learned about Greek bases? Ayúdenme a cerrar micrófonos, por favor. Thank you. So this is a Greek base. This is a drawing of a Greek base. This is a passage that it is going to talk about interesting facts about the Greek bases and its uses. So you are going to write one thing you learned about this text in these lines. Okay, what is the most interesting fact you learned? Okay, one fact. No problems in this activity, right? It is easy. Activity number 2. Read the text again and complete the sentences with the correct preposition. In this exercise, you are going to make use of the prepositions. For example, I will give you the first example, okay? You have to read the text one more time. In ancient Greece, ay, creo que me lo va a cerrar ya. Espérenme. Oh, no. In ancient Greece, people wrote myths about the lives of the gods. I am using just prepositions, okay, to complete the sentences. But you have to read the text again. So no problems in this one, okay? And we already have the activity number 3 and the number 4. Listen, you are going to choose 4 types of containers. The instruction says, how are today's containers different from ancient Greek ones? Que cómo son diferentes los contenedores a como los contenedores griegos. In the space below, describe 4 different containers we use in the present day. You are not going to compare your list. So let me do this. You are going to describe the use you give to 4 different containers. And I am going to write in the chat examples of different containers. Do you know what is a tin? Wait, I just sent it to Neri. Do you know what is a tin? Somebody knows?
Tina?
Like a small?
It's a synonym of can. Lata. Okay, that is a tin. What do you use a tin for? Or a can is another example. Do you know what?
To contain water or liquids.
Okay. Do you know what is a punnet?
No, teacher.
Okay, a punnet is the thing you use when you go to a picnic. You take a punnet and inside you have your blankets, you have a food, you have...
Canasta?
Excellent. So that is another example of container. Another example of container, a bottle. What do you use a bottle for? To drink water.
To
Play football.
Oh, play football, play soccer, excellent. Another example of container, it is a jar. Excellent, bucket. A jar also. So you have different examples of containers. You are going to choose 4 and you are going to describe the use, okay? Why do you use them for? Melanie, Neri, can you turn on your cameras, please? Okay, so I need you to revise your learning log one more time and let me know if you are in doubt. If you have questions about the activities, please revise it. Tell me, Ana Paula.
I can put a box.
Yes, that is a container.
Thank you.
Questions about the activities? Excellent, Marichu, a topper.
Teacher,
A backpack, teacher.
I don't know how to answer the activity number 4. Is how we do it. We have to put the recipient we want,
Yes.
like topper,
Yes.
and where we put Greek bases or how we compare it.
No, you are not going to compare them. You are going to explain the use you have for a bucket, for example. I use a bucket to keep water, or I don't know. I use a can to keep my food or to keep my chocolate. You are going to describe 4 containers and its uses. What?
Is only the activity 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yes. Only the activity 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have already the activity number 3. Okay, Melanie, can you turn on your camera or what happened there? Remember that you have to be with your camera open. Okay, so I recommend you, as a suggestion, I recommend you to study the prepositions you have in your language notebook. We did a chart, okay? And it is going to be useful to complete the activities in your learning log. And remember that if you are in doubt with something, You have to send me a message. Okay? I am going to stop to record this because I want to tell you something.